High above the sleeping world, the moon hung alone in the night sky. His soft, silvery glow bathed the earth below, but no one ever looked up to see him. He watched the stars twinkle and dance, flickering like tiny fireflies, but they were always busy spinning their own stories, never stopping to keep him company. A gentle breeze passed by, rustling through the sky like an invisible river, but it too drifted away without a second glance. The moon sighed, his light dimming slightly. Night after night, he shone alone, longing for someone to notice him. Far below, a tiny cloud bounced playfully across the sky. She wasn't like the big, serious storm clouds or the long, wispy ones that stretched lazily across the horizon. She was small and fluffy, always shifting and changing into different shapes. One moment, she looked like a bunny, then a heart, then a tiny fish swimming through the night. She loved floating through the sky, playing her little games, but something caught her eye, a soft, glowing light above her. The moon. He looked lonely, curious. The little cloud swirled upward, drifting higher and higher toward the moon. She hesitated for a moment, unsure if she should go any closer. But the moon's glow flickered slightly, as if noticing her. Encouraged, she floated up beside him, wobbling gently in the night breeze. The moon, surprised by the unexpected company, brightened just a little. For the first time in a long while, the moon didn't feel quite so alone, but his glow remained soft and quiet, as if holding onto an old sadness. The little cloud fluffed herself up, trying to show him that she would stay. She swirled gently, wrapping herself into a comforting shape, drifting just close enough to let the moon know she wasn't going anywhere. Slowly, his light grew steadier. As the night stretched on, the moon began to share his stories. With each glowing pulse, he painted the sky with twinkling shapes, showing the cloud the wonders of the universe, the quiet rivers below, the rolling hills, the deep, endless oceans. The little cloud listened with delight, her fluffy form shifting to match his tales. She became a mountain, then a bird, then a boat sailing across a dreamy sea of stars. Seeing her playful spirit, the moon's glow brightened even more. The little cloud puffed up proudly, then began to shift into silly shapes, just to make him smile. She turned into a cat, then a butterfly, then a giant mustache floating across the sky. The stars, who had been busy dancing, suddenly stopped and noticed something different. The moon, who had always been so quiet, so distant, was glowing warmer, happier. A gentle wind returned, swirling curiously around them. It rustled through the little cloud's fluffy edges, lifting her slightly before settling again. The moon didn't mind. For the first time in forever, he had a friend. The little cloud wanted to play, so she darted in front of the moon, covering part of his glow. Then, just as quickly, she drifted away, revealing his soft silver light once more. The moon flickered, playing along. They continued their quiet game, laughing without a sound, letting the night breeze carry them across the sky. For the first time, the moon felt truly seen. He had always dreamed of having someone to share the night with, and now, here she was, a tiny cloud who had simply wanted to keep him company. His light glowed steady and strong, no longer flickering with loneliness. But the night could not last forever. As the first hints of morning crept over the horizon, the little cloud began to drift downward, caught in the gentle pull of the rising sun. The moon watched as she sank lower, his glow fading slightly. He had known this moment would come, but it didn't make it any easier. A faint breeze carried her away, a tiny wisp of her fluff lingering behind. The wind whispered softly, as if making a promise. The moon watched over the world as the sky brightened, his light now pale and quiet. Though he was alone again, something was different. He felt lighter. As the stars disappeared into the blue morning sky, he turned his gaze downward, searching for a familiar shape among the drifting clouds. That night, as darkness fell once more, the moon rose into the sky, his glow steady but expectant. He scanned the horizon, looking, waiting. Then, just as he began to wonder if she would return, a tiny fluff of white appeared. The little cloud bounced up from below, floating happily toward him. The moon's glow brightened instantly, filling the night with warmth. The stars twinkled in delight, swirling into little loops and spirals, celebrating the reunion. The wind rustled through the sky, carrying their laughter like a gentle melody. The moon and the cloud drifted together once more, side by side, their quiet companionship filling the night. And from that moment on, the moon was never lonely again.